One Guardian, 4 minutes, and a full breakdown. Let's go. Sulley, a forgotten Guardian that recently got a buff. In today's video we're going to be doing a breakdown in just 4 minutes. So if you are new, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos on the channel, and also follow my Twitter down in the description down below to stay updated when I do upload. But we're wasting time, so let's get straight into the breakdown. So Sulley has always been one of the top Guardians you use when you first start Disney Mirrorverse. So myself, I used him a lot and I actually got him up to rank 6 and also had my Astral 1. Now he's one of my favourite Guardians in the game. He's so underrated, and now after this buff he's just so much better. So he's really easy to use and he doesn't have too much utility, but the utility he does have is absolutely incredible and it will carry you through content. And he's basically the definition of a tank. We're going to start with the core ability. It's very simple. There's only one line here, and it's Sulley gains 20% armor at the start of each combat. It's kind of like Violet's force fields, where every time you go into a new combat you're going to get armor. Instead of getting it over a certain amount of time, you get it straight away. So yeah, this is Sulley's core ability. It's really OP, 20% armor straight off the bat every time you go into a new combat. So moving on to his special ability, Sulley deals 600% damage and knocks back all enemies around him, and Sulley has an 80% chance to stun all enemies hit for 3 seconds. Now this stun and knockback at the same time is so good. You're just going to be stunning all your enemies, and what you want to do is you want to bait in all your enemies so they're around you, and when you do use your special ability you're going to stun them all. There's an 80% chance, most of the time it's just going to apply, you're going to get that stun, and your other Guardians will be able to just go in and do the work from there. So his special ability has always been great. That stun is just amazing and it's always been really consistent whenever I use him. So moving on to the signature ability, when Sulley or one of his allies drop below 30% HP for the first time in an encounter, he gains a 23% attack buff, a 23% defense buff, and lures all enemies for the remainder of the encounter. Now this lure is amazing. You're just going to be able to lure all your enemies in, use your special ability and then stun them. And at the same time he has so much health and he has so much armor that he's just going to be taking all this damage and it's not really going to do much. He's not going to be at risk of dying because he just has so much armor and so much health. And Sulley's core ability will now activate when he lures all enemies. So when he lures them, he's also going to gain 20% armor. Now moving on to the actual talents, we're going to start with the first advanced one. So Sulley's special ability deals an additional 170% damage. Now this is good, but it's not really the one you want to apply, it's just more damage. So moving on to the next advanced one, when Sulley drops below 50% HP for the first time in the encounter, he gains 20% armor. Amazing as well, more armor. And in the last advanced one, when Sulley activates his special ability, he gains 3.7% armor for each enemy target hit. So with the lure, you're just going to lure them all in, and when you use your special ability, the more enemies that have been lured in, the more armor you're going to get. And in the elite talent, Sulley's core ability grants an additional 8% armor when activated. So it will go from 20% armor every time you go into a new combat to 28% armor. That's ridiculous. Nearly 30% armor every time you go into a new combat, and it's another reason why he's one of the best tank Guardians in the game after this buff. So moving on to his traits, he's a tool, high-tech, scary, leader, lawful and Pixar. So some absolutely great traits there to have, especially for like towers and also rift raids. He's also good in dungeons as well. So overall after this buff, Sulley is absolutely incredible. I'm going to have to move him up in the tier list. He has so much armor, he can stun, lure, everything. He's very simple to play, but at the same time he's really effective, and you will notice that he is putting in the work. So let me know what you think of him down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.